Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here at Game from Scratch, and today we have another humble bundle of interest to game developers, and this one is really nice. It's a ton of graphics mostly, so we've got things like sprites and tiles for making maps, and we've got some special effects stuff in here, but we've also got a little bit of music mixed in as well. In fact, there are 49 items in this bundle, a net value of $750 Canadian, or I don't know, what is that, $650 US? Yeah, let's go take a look at it. It's the Find a Cure software bundle. It is organized into tiers as it always goes. You buy the higher dollar value tier, you get all the stuff below it. You decide how your money is allocated between Humble, Charity, the publisher, and if you so choose, and thank you so much if you do, to help support Game from Scratch. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump in and take a look at the contents of this bundle. We're also going to take a look at the license, and I'm going to look at a couple of the assets. I picked these bundles up to let you know if they are worth buying for you, so I downloaded 4 or 5 of the assets, so we'll take a look at that in just a second. So, at the $1 tier, you get 11 items. Yep, 11 items for $1. That's not a bad deal. So here we're looking at the Visustella Potions and Tonics. We've got animation selects lights, so sprite-based animations for doing lighting effects. A comic book. The Japanese corner store game assets. Now, you may have seen some of these style of assets in the past. There have been previous bundles, and a lot of this is new. So you're not overlapping with the previous bundles, but you get more in those art styles. So if you picked up some of those previous bundles, this could actually kind of increase your inventory. So we got the Retro Fantasy Music Pack Volume 2, the Easy Star 16-bit Graphics NPC Portraits Pack, Potion Audio, Medieval Dungeons. I think that one may be a repeat, but I really like these ones, actually. The Empty Trees Forest, the Tyler Warren RPG Battlers, and then the RPG Battlers. So those are like those side profile for like JRPG-style games, and that is $1. So if we move up and you pay, let's see, it's, wow, quite a bit of a jump, $27 Canadian. So probably about $22 US. We move up to 24 items, so you get all the 11 items we just talked about. And then you get the herbs and spices to go with your potions. We get ice effects. We get wind effects. We get 2 more of that. These are tile maps for making your own game maps. One is for Japanese interior. The other one is Japanese office interiors. We get Cosmic Frontier backgrounds. Retro Fantasy Music Pack Volume 3. We get the Easy Start Animation Series Infernal. Battle Wounds Sound Pack. So again, you're getting sounds in this pack as well as music. So things like, ooh. Okay, that didn't really necessarily sound like battle, did it? We're not going to go there. So then we've got the Medieval Expansion. The Medieval Underdeep. So Underdeep being drow elves, that kind of stuff. I think this is one of the ones I'm going to showcase. And then all of the stuff we looked at before, I think. Yeah. And then we move on to the next tier, 36 items. We get the Volume 2 of the Potions and Tonics. So you're going to have a lot of potions, tonics, spices, and so on to go with. The Animations Collection for Nocturne. We get the Cursed Kingdom Twisted Forest Monster Pack. We get another one of the tile maps in that. This one is Zen Garden. Kingdoms and Conquest Music Pack, so another music one. We get the Modern Day Music Mega Pack Volume 3, the Modern Day SFX. That's nice, so a bunch of sound effects from modern day stuff. We get Forest Ambient Sounds, the Easy Start Animations, Medieval Plague Bringers and Diseased Town Bundle. That one's uplifting, especially during COVID. Cherry Blossom Trees, more Battler Packs, and I think we repeated there. So that is the $25 US, I'm guessing. And then we get to the Full Fat Bundle. This is $37 Canadian. That's probably $30 US. Here you're getting even more herbs and spices. So we got herbs and spices and potions galore in this bundle. Animations, Cursed Kingdoms, Galefire RPG characters, NPC and Hero Pack. I think we've had one of these in the past. It's a number of animated sprites. They're actually pretty useful. The Isometric Dungeon Designer Caves Edition. That's actually kind of nice in the fact that it's isometric style. Only problem is almost everything else in this bundle is not. Then we got City Game Assets, again, in that art style. Nightmares Music Pack Volume 3, Modern Day Mega Music Pack. Some more animations, the Coins and Chess Sounds, Medieval Town and Country and Interior Bundles, the MT Terrains, more of the Battlers, and then I think that is it. So that is your bundle. So you're getting 49 items. I would say it's probably about 60 to 70% graphics to audio relation there. It's nice that they've actually got sound effects. Sound effects are always quite nice to see in a bundle. By the way, there's another bundle going on right now. If you didn't already know about it, it is the Where did you go, Joe DiMaggio? This music and sound effects 2 bundle, and they just extended it. So you got a bunch more time to decide that one. I did a video on it as well. I'll drop that link down below. So that is the Find the Cure software bundle. As I mentioned, I always buy these things to let you know what you're going to get. Also going to check out the licensing agreement in a second, so you want to learn, the conditions behind using it. Really straightforward license. Everything here is just a series of downloads. The nice thing with Humble is you store things on their server. There's no time limit. There's no timeout. You can grab things whenever you want. And their servers generally are pretty quick. So let's say if I wanted to get the, what do I want to get? Let's get something pretty big here. So the Medieval Plague Bringers, so that's 500 megabytes in size. And there you see we're pulling it down at 6 megs, 7.5, 7. So you can leave it on their servers, grab it as you want it. Definitely a nice way to go. Their server's actually a little slower than I normally see. Well, we're up to 8 megs now. So you can store the stuff there as much as you want. All of them are available as zipped downloads. Let's get into the license, and then we'll look at a couple of these in action. So here is the license agreement. It's pretty straightforward. It's the Game Asset Bundle License Agreement. This license granted a non-exclusive perpetual license to use the content of the asset pack purchased within this bundle in non-commercial and commercial media productions. There is no limitation placed on the number of uses, so you can use it as many times as you want. Credit to the creators is not required, so no attribution required. Assets may be modified for use in derivative media. Assets, either modified or unmodified, may not be resold as standalone media, either alone or in packs. That basically means you can't sell these things on the Unity Asset Store, or you couldn't publish them for free on the GameDev Store. You can't sell these as assets or redistribute them as assets, and you can't sell the bundle to someone else, and you can't transfer the license to someone else. By the way, also one of those things to be aware of, if you got multiple people working on a team, you're each going to need the bundle's license. Just one of those things to know about. Unless, of course, the one person doesn't touch them at all, in which case I think you would be fine. Simply, you can use these assets in your commercial or non-commercial media projects. You cannot sell the assets on their own or in a collected asset pack. And if you have any questions, you can join them on their Discord. And that's it. Pretty straightforward on the whole. Like I said, I grabbed a couple of them and downloaded them. They come down as zip files, so that last one is now here. I haven't extracted it, but I got a sampling of what we've got going on here. Here's the, we saw a bunch of those Japanese corner store style things. The nice thing here is a lot of times you're getting the source files, so you're getting the Photoshop documents here. And then we've got an example animated GIF. So here you can see what a level looks like, which is actually really quite nice. And this is one of the art styles. I really like this whole thing. Kind of reminds me of like GameDev Story and all those dev story kind of games that came out. What is it, Kairosoft? So you see here we've got animated tiles, like so. So you get each frame of the animation there. Then you've got tile maps. So the drag in, drop ready to go in something like tiled. You've also got pre-configured for RPG Maker Ace style games. And then we have all of the individual tiles on their own if you want to modify them. And then again, here is the Photoshop document. I don't use Photoshop. I don't like Creative Cloud or any of that stuff, and I hate subscribing to software. So I use the wonderful Affinity. Here you can see the documents. Give it a second here. Here you can see all the various different assets, I think. Yeah, so they're all in different layers. So it's, no. Okay, there are the assets together. Oh, not what I was expecting, but okay. Anyways, we'll move on. Let's get out of there. And something is slowing my computer down. Oh, well. We'll jump to the next one here. So we've got, that was the Japanese cornerstone there. Move on. Here's the medieval. This is a completely different art style here. So you can see interiors, we've got a number of humans. So if you need there's 5 different human child setups. And you got a number of sprites, animations for various different directions. And there have been a couple of these packs in the past. As you can see, there are a ton of animation frames for these packs. And I really liked them in that regard. You also have some faces, like so. And again, a lot of times, so you got multiple different versions of children for inside with a number of different frames of animation. You got shadows for them. And then we got some men and women. And then here you've got also clothing. So this is actually kind of nice. You see here, they're broken down into like hair. So you can add hair onto these sync up with the frames that you see in the other animations. So you can basically build paper doll character styles. And we got some of that for the men as well. So we see here, you could impose a head over top. We got a number of different frames of animation there. And then we can put armor and such on top of that. And if you don't want to bother with making your own characters, you can actually just use their straight up pre-made characters. like so. And again, a ton of different frames of animations for different directions. And what are we dealing with here for size? This is details. Come on, 128 height. So 128 by 128, I think, is what we'd be looking at there. So that is the next pack in the series. Let's move on to another one. So Medieval Underdark, same guys, but these are more fantasy themed. So if you're doing tile-based backgrounds, you got a ton of tile maps for making, your own maps out, bridges, and so on. Definitely useful for building out your own maps. You got some spider webs to put over top, some crystals to populate your world. So you got stuff there to make an underground environment. And then we've got a number of different characters. Same kind of setup as before, male and female. And then they're broken down into various different pieces. So you got clothing to work with them. So there also, you'll notice under clothing, we also have a number of weapons. So these packs are really useful. So if you need to have, swords, you've got swords in place, including all of the different frames you need to make the animations. And you kind of build your characters out. Let me know if you want a tutorial on building like compound characters. I could do something in, I don't know, Godot or Default or something, show you how to use these assets. Let me know if that's interesting to you. Comments down below. So that's that. And then there's a number of pre-made characters. So if you want to have drow elves, there. So you got portraits for your drow elves, and then you have a number of different frames for a number of different kinds of animation. Like so. Really ready to go, really turnkey, really high quality. I've been impressed with these guys in the past. They were in another bundle. So like I said, if you've already picked them up, it'll give you a nice little complement to what you already have. So we got trains here. This one is also a Photoshop document. Let's open that one up, see what it does. Layers. Okay, is it just literally a... Okay, it's not the source document. All right, not the way I set it up. But anyways, you come in here, you'll see you've got tiles. So you got some sample maps going on. This is actually pretty nice because this is actually a tiled map made using their tiles. So, okay. It's trying to load my... There you go. So it's actually already made using tiled, pre-configured, already has all the train sets set up for you. So you can start painting and drawing and using... All those errors, by the way, were for old maps I'd already created that were being held for legacy. This is actually really nice to see because what you're seeing here is how to actually use these maps in tiled itself. And then here you can see the tile sets. They're already pre-configured in tiled format. So TSX, you can just drop them in and use them. That is really nice. And then we got some samples. Oh, this is for RPG Maker style. So let's go here. Let's see what we've got there. All right. So you can see some various different masks and such used for making games and so on. So you've got a number of game-ready tiles. That's definitely nice. And finally, we're going to take a look at one of the music packs. This is the modern-day Mega Pack. So you can see some details of it in here. Again, I think the PSD is maybe just the thumbnail from the thing. So, okay, that's what threw me off. Sorry about that. You can see here they're in a number of different formats. Background music in M4A and Ogg Vorbis format. ME... I don't know what ME would stand for. So background music for sure, sound effects for sure. ME. I don't know what ME stands for. Oh, I bet you these are Ogg Vorbis too. For some reason, Windows is super slow at directories. Oh, no, it's not. All right, so let's see what an ME does. I don't know, metal? Anyways, so you got a number of sound effects in the pack. So thing here like latches and water pouring, and so on. And then, of course, we have background music. So we'll go here, M4A. No, I guess there are. So here's city walking music, for example. All right, so that's it. That is the pack. And I gotta say, it's a nice collection. It's got a good mix of graphics in there, icons, characters, tile maps, audio, sound effects, music. It's kind of got a little bit of everything. And the quality is quite high. In my opinion, I really like this art style for making maps. And I like these packs because they're really nicely cohesive. If you're making an RPG style game, you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5 at least in that series, and you saw how much was in each one of those packs. So definitely a heck of a deal there. So a great little bundle. It is called the, what are you called again? Find the Cure bundle. And that's it. Let me know what you think. Comments down below. Also, let me know if you're interested in seeing a tutorial on either making maps or on, making characters out of all the various different pieces. So where you overlay the weapons and the armor and the clothing and the hair over top of them. I could do something like that. I could do it in Godot or Default or Unity or Unreal or whatever. Let me know. Comments down below. Talk to you all later. Goodbye.